Good afternoon. Thank you for joining us for the news at noon. I'm Shanika Grimshaw. It's Labor Day. It's a great weather day as well across the DMV this afternoon. Meteorologist David Matson joins us with a check on the forecast. And Damon, yes, it is a great day to just be outside and grill if many folks are out there doing that.
Anything, Shanika, anything. I mean, this has been one of the most spectacular holiday weekends we've had in the DMV. Typically, we are dealing with some kind of warmth, maybe humidity, maybe storms Labor Day weekend, but we haven't had anything like that so far. As a matter of fact, the main highlights, crisp mornings followed up by comfortable afternoons. And today is no exception to that. We woke up this morning in the upper 50s once again in D.C., which was on the warmer end of things compared to everybody else. I mean, look off to the west here, mid-40s from Martinsburg and Cumberland, even all the way over to Manassas. So we had that chill in the air, but now all the sunshine that's out there has warmed us right back up to the middle and upper 70s, which is pretty much where our temperatures have been each afternoon this holiday weekend, and that is exactly where they'll end up on this Labor Day. So yeah, whatever you have planned to cap off this holiday weekend, the weather is not going to stop you. We'll see a good mix of sun and clouds as a little bit of cloud cover does build in later on, but temperatures will still bump up to right around 80 degrees. It'll be a bit breezy in spots, but nothing we can't handle. So we're wrapping up the holiday weekend in beautiful fashion. How are things looking as we get later on into the shortened work week? We'll have a full look at your forecast coming up here in just a bit.
All right, Damon, thank you. And protests and demonstrators are planned throughout the DMV this Labor Day in Northwest. Hundreds gathered for a unique demonstration. DC News Now's Haley Mylon reports demonstrators running to take back their streets from the federal government.
Leave it to D.C. to turn a protest into a physical fitness event. Here we have hundreds of people running, walking, biking while protesting the Trump administration this Labor Day. Organizers tell me it came together last minute. They're calling it the D.C. Freedom Run.
Well, we're running in opposition to the takeover of our city. We're running in opposition to our friends and neighbors who are being snatched off the streets with little warrant other than the color of their skin.
But those protesters confronting the stats showing that crime is down. Today, as the nation celebrates its workers across the country, there are nearly 1,000 worker-over-billionaire protests planned for the day. 21,000 federal workers in D.C. have been laid off since January. Now, Trump's order is set to end on September 10th, but right now there's legislation proposed to extend that order from 30 days to 180 days. In Northwest D.C., I'm Haley Mylon, D.C. News Now.
And meantime, President Donald Trump praising D.C. Mayor Muriel Bowser this morning. He posted on Truth Social saying Bowser has, quote, become very popular because of how she worked with the president on bringing crime down. We reached out to Bowser's office. However, they had no comment. And in Maryland, we have an update after a local fire station was evacuated after an incendiary device was found. 36-year-old Slater Kaye was arrested and charged Sunday for allegedly placing Molotov cocktails near the Capitol Heights fire station. Firefighters say on August 13th, a man could be seen placing the devices near the station, and officials say Kaye is facing several charges, including felony possession of a destructive device and facing up to $250,000 in fines and 25 years in prison. And a man is recovering in the hospital this afternoon after a stabbing in Gaithersburg. It happened this morning on East Diamond Avenue. Police say one person is now in custody, and what led up to the stabbing remains under investigation. And 7 people, including one police officer, were injured in a multi-vehicle crash. The crash happened last night near Whitfield Chapel Road and Martin Luther King Highway in Lanham. All 7 people were taken to the hospital with serious injuries, but they're expected to be okay. Right now, no word on what caused that crash. And the search continues for a missing 19-year-old woman who vanished more than a week ago. Dakara Thompson from Lanham was reportedly last seen on August 22nd, and her family found her car and other personal belongings in Hyattsville. DC News Now's Dave Laval reports where family and friends gathered to desperately find answers.
Takara Thompson is 19 years old. She vanished just over a week ago, not far from where we're standing here in Hyattsville, Maryland. Her middle name is Rose. Pink is her favorite color. Family and friends want you to know that because they're on a desperate search to find her.
I'm so broken. I'm so broken.
An emotional Carmen Thompson describes her life since her daughter disappeared August 22nd.
Nobody should have to experience what I'm feeling right now as a parent.
Both parents joined dozens of supporters for a prayer vigil near where they found Takara's car along Jasmine Terrace. Surveillance video is said to show her as she walked down a sidewalk towards Riggs Road. That's the last seen of the young woman. Her father's message, a simple one.
I just wanted to come home.
Tears flowed openly during the roughly 1 hour vigil as people gathered to help the family.
This is not okay.
Wanika Robinson is considered a second mother to Takara. Her thoughts are not just for the young woman, but for all missing children.
Our children are not prey. They are not objects to be taken, trafficked, or silenced.
The crowd also made their voices heard in other ways.
Have you guys seen this young lady before?
They handed out flyers with Takara's picture on them, hoping for any lead.
And I just want my daughter back safely. I do.
The family said drones will be used Monday to try and find any sign of Takara Thompson. In Hyattsville, Maryland, Dave Laval, DC News Now.
And in national news, a deadly 6.0 earthquake hit Afghanistan, killing 800 people and injuring 2,500. The earthquake hit the Kunar province Sunday, destroying multiple villages. And emergency crews airlifted many people to area hospitals, and several aftershocks followed after the earthquake. And back here in the DMV, a court ruled that most of President Donald Trump's tariffs are illegal. And as the tariff policy moves through legal challenges, its impact is taking shape. And right now, there are tariffs of at least 20% on a number of big American trade partners, including China, Canada, and Mexico. And they're hitting important products like aluminum and steel. And as DC News Now's Max Marcilla reports, that has an impact on some small businesses in our area.
While consumers really haven't seen prices increase too much in many situations because of tariffs, that could soon change as some of the inventory stockpiled runs out and some of the delays to the tariffs are ending. Joel Finkelstein is preparing for the weekend. Those are his busiest days when he gets to share his passion-turned job with others at farmers markets.
We want to highlight kind of the natural complexity of coffee.
He's been running DC-based Qualia Coffee Roasters since 2007. It's gone through changes, opening and closing storefronts and battling through recessions and COVID, but he says nothing like this.
Instead of us planning for the future, we're just gambling that we're still going to be able to stay in business in the future.
Finkelstein says the tariffs imposed by the Trump administration are causing importers to raise prices, passing it down to him, and he, reluctantly, is passing it down to his customers.
We don't have the option of losing money on our product.
Unfortunately, I think some of the pain is still to come.
Kislaya Prasad, director of the Center for Global Business at the University of Maryland, says the widespread price hikes not seen yet are likely to come in the next several weeks.
Many of the tariffs kicked in August. It takes some time for these tariffs to make their way through.
Cars, construction, food, all could see price hikes. The Yale Budget Lab says an effective tariff rate of more than 18% is the highest since 1933. He does say there's upside for a specific group of U.S. companies, those who rely on products that can be made or manufactured in the U.S.
People are buying domestic goods rather than imported. And also, if the prices that your foreign competitors charge goes up, it gives you some room to raise prices.
But coffee, not one of those products.
All I can say is I will try to keep things going as long as I can. And if things change in the future, then we can continue to exist. But it's literally an existential crisis for us.
The other part of the tariffs that Finkelstein says is impacting him, the uncertainty. We just saw that because of the court ruling on Friday. He says for a small business like the one he runs, you want to have several months, maybe even a year of planning ahead of you. But he says since the tariffs have been put in effect, just the back and forth and unpredictability has made it nearly impossible for him to do that. Reporting in Northwest Washington, Max Marcilla, DC News Now.
And a reminder to Metro riders, buses and trains will run on a Sunday schedule today, and summer construction on the southern end of the Green Line. That means Naylor Road, Suitland and Branch Avenue stations, they are back open. And here's another reminder, DC residents, the Department of Public Works will not collect trash today. All trash will be collected tomorrow. DDOT is also expected to suspend construction and work zones for non-emergency work. And the drawing for the Powerball is tonight. The Powerball jackpot now up $1.10 billion. And that's because no one won on Saturday night. It's the game's 5th largest prize ever. And the winner of the Powerball has the option of 30 annual payments or a cash out payout. And that is nearly $500 million.